This video chart presentation of Condor Petroleum brought to you by allplaystocks.com. Condor trades on the Toronto Exchange on a ticker CPI. Stock's been in a downtrend throughout 2012. It's hitting our radar as a technical stock to watch in Canada. It's holding the base about 27 cents and now starting to threaten the 50-day moving average. Started the week out a little bit rough yesterday, down 1.64%. See, it's a lower volume play, only 4,000 shares traded. But it wrapped up last week with a green close and a big volume day. A lot of times those volume spikes are a prelude to something larger happening. So we're going to keep this on the watch list and see if it's got any upward push in it this week. Real quick, we'll run through the indicators. See the MACD still trending back towards zero. Histogram bars are declining, but as long as this MACD is still on an upward trend, I'll look for the break of that zero line, often called breaking the money line. It's a very bullish shift in trend if that happens. BPO also pushing upward. ADX is a pretty neutral position. It's lost quite a bit of steam. There's not a lot of strength to any direction. Positive and negative DIs right next to each other. Again, it's a very neutral look. Money flow index holding above 50. That's a bullish position. That day it had that big volume spike. It really moved these indicators, as you can see. MFIs spiked upward. Accumulation distribution just shot straight up. Even though the price per share didn't move that much on that day, there was obviously a lot of buying that was going on. Taking money flow holding in the green. Says over the last 20 periods, buying pressure is well outweighing selling pressure. Neutral look to the CCI and the full stow, both running right down the middle of the indicator. CCI just tells me that about average prices are being paid. It's not deviating from the mean too much. Full stow, it's a gauge of momentum. Holding over 50 is bullish, primarily for about the last month. It has held that area of the indicator, so it's still an optimistic sign that some upward pressure may be coming in this chart. The trick is similar to the MACD, also moving its way back towards zero. So we are getting hints that there's a shift in trend going on, and the chart's trying to gain some momentum, but it is struggling a little bit. A key point for the RSI is to get over top of 50, start trending in that area. That's a bullish sign of momentum when that's happening. And all three components that I use, which give a good overall reading of short-term and a little bit longer-term momentum, are stuck right there around 50. So the bulls and bears are apparently in a bit of a tug of war. So I'd say that the indicators are leaning towards the bullish side of things, especially with an overall trend shift. And as long as this chart can hold this bottom, it can remain in play. But for me, that bottom would absolutely have to hold. I don't want to see closing prices below that 27-cent mark. I'd say it picks up a little bit more support too, just a little bit higher, right up there around 29, that I would at least have an eye on if it does want to drop back a little bit further, how it reacts at that point. But I'm pretty comfortable with saying that the bottom support at 27 is the key area. Now to the north side, does have a little bit of resistance at 31. I'd want to see it close above 32. That would push it back over top of the 50-day moving average, which a lot of people use that break as a buy signal. And it's moving through a pretty substantial static resistance at that point. If that happens, I'd look for more resistance start to come in around 36, probably really stiffen up around 37. That's still a pretty nice upside from where it is, 30 cents, more than 20% to push through that level. And then beyond that, I wouldn't see more resistance until up near 42. And I'd expect that to be a very tough spot for it. But this is a chart we want to keep an eye on because of the way it ended last week with the volume spike and a lot of buying pressure. And although it came out a little weak on Tuesday, the markets overall were weak. But overall, it does look like this might be still trying to find a bottom. So it's worth keeping on watch for some more upward pressure to try and blow through resistance at 32. Those are the type of things that I'd be looking for in the Condor chart. But as always, merely my interpretation. I'm not a financial consultant. Strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allplaystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure. I do not base any investment decisions upon any material found on the website and/or this video chart. No person employed by All Plain Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker dealer. Thank you for watching and trade smart.